The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands you DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker, both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your fortis with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yeah.
Итак, друзья, всем привет, с вами Damian, и мы сегодня продолжаем играть в игру Metal Gear Solid. Сейчас буквально несколько мы сделаем настроечек и будем загружаться. Сейчас. Угу. Ну, думаю, можно. Так, жмем загрузить игру. Угу. Всем приятного просмотра и погнали. Так, и тут нам... Да, все работает отлично. Так, я хотел на ту сторону перелезть. Так, это мы уже все пропускаем. Угу. Вот здесь проверим, что здесь лежит. О, охранник появился? Не было же никого. Так, что-то у нас трансляция какая-то нестабильная, да? Опять как обычный интернет. Прыгает сигнал туда-сюда. Ага.
Snake!
Did you find it?
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Well, that's part of it. Armstech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
Так, а мне кто даст время? Тут похоже. Блин, ну какая здоровская машина, а? Metal Gear Rex. Красавчик. Блин, я вот хочу таким роботом поуправлять. Обалдеть. Почему в него нельзя залезть? Так, сейчас еще в одно место сбегаем, чтобы уже удостовериться там с другой стороны. Проверю, что там находится. Простите. Да, не зря мы сюда пришли. Взяли ракеты для Стингера. Видимо, они нам очень сейчас понадобятся. А может быть, чуть позже. Так, давайте подумаем, кто у нас из боссов остался. Было их 6 человек. Мы убили только снайпера Вульфа, Рейвена, Дикой Октопус или Октопус. И все, остался Ацелот. И Психомантиса. Остался Ацелот и, собственно, Liquid Snake. Вот они.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid. But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India. I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion? That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox dye vaccine in our demands.
Fox dye. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Fox dye was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours!
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Armstech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Здорово, мишень.
She's alive.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the president was talking about. It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got 1 of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy?
Yes. It's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in 1. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key.
Не, Миша, не играем сегодня за
Input
двух.
the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that? Damn! The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Snake! This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Да по-разному, Мишань.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
По-разному сплю, как получается. Если поздний стрим, то сплю подольше. А почему мы без оружия? Так. Да ты чё такой? Тварь. А, он сидя не умеет стрелять. Так, они бесконечные, что ли? Вольфенштейна, да я бы с удовольствием поиграл. Тем более вот в эту новую часть, которая выходила недавно. Но, видишь, пока нет компа нормального. Не могу поиграть. Слушайте, как они меня достали. А, которую ты имеешь в виду Return to Castle Wolfenstein? В эту игру я играл, да, давно. В году 2004, что ли, не помню. Там новая выходила, тоже, говорят, неплохая. Вот буквально свеженькая. Думаешь, не очень? Ну, не играл, не знаю. Старенькая, да, была крутая, я помню. Мне прям заходила. Пошел ты, короче. Ну да-да-да, вот точно, ты правильно говоришь. Ну, видишь, это надо, говорю, комп покупать, чтоб там винда была. И тогда можно играть в абсолютно любые игры. Сейчас пока выкручиваюсь как могу на том, что есть. Да нет, мой так, конечно, потянет. Просто у меня здесь стоит другая операционная система, не Windows, а Mac OS. Вот. А под эту операционную систему очень мало есть игр. Вот. И в этом вся проблема. Поэтому мне нужен другой компьютер, куда можно поставить Windows. Так, а куда мне идти-то? Давайте сохраним. Паёк, ух ты. О, нашел карту. Еще один паёк. В принципе, это можно, но это бессмысленно. То есть он изначально покупался для других целей. Вот. И, соответственно, я сюда и не хочу из-за этого ставить винду. К тому же это же как бы ноутбук. На нем видеокарта стоит не очень мощная. Ну, то есть это такое извращение получится. Лучше купить уже нормальный компьютер чисто для игр. Что я и хочу сделать в ближайшее время. И вот тогда я развернусь в полную мощь. Это не то чтобы хреново, просто у каждой вещи есть свои как бы задачи. То есть для чего ты конкретную вещь покупаешь, должен понимать. Ну вот, в тот момент, когда я покупал MacBook, у меня одни задачи стояли, и в принципе он с этими задачами вполне себе справляется. Ну а потом уже и Prius будет мешать. Так, эту карту я поднял. Устройство аварийного ввода или обхода кода детонации. Так. Ха, спасибо. Ну, ей надо просто пару словечек сказать. Давай, Мишань. До новых встреч.
Okay, that takes care of pal code number 1. Now, pal number 2, freeze the key.
Так, теперь нужна карта номер... Код номер 2 ввести. Это нам надо охладить карту. Как раз здесь неподалеку можно это будет сделать. Только надо найти дорогу. А я что-то уже не помню, куда идти. Блин, камера, конечно, не всегда тут выбирает нужный ракурс. О, здорово, Гефестыч. Рад тебя видеть на стриме. Заходи, присаживайся поудобней и наслаждайся. Так, интересно, а здесь карта поменяется? Будешь мерцать? Это что значит? Я буду мерцать. Плюсик-минусик. Хорошо, переживем. Не впервой. Так, нет, здесь это не работает. Надо, короче, другое место поискать. Ну, собственно, вот это место. Да пока скучновато в том плане, что, во-первых, ты пока один здесь. Ну и я. Астер Алекс уже спит. Больше никого нет. Ну и по игре тоже мы вот на прошлом стриме вчера убили целых двух боссов. Было интересно. А сейчас пока вот беготня будет туда-сюда. Поэтому пока скучно. Ну и я так предполагаю, что нам осталось тут пару, ну, наверное, сегодня и завтра, и все, игра закончится, я так думаю. Ну и что дальше делать? Это вот будет вопрос. Да нет, я ж сколько тут? Вон всего 30 минут играю. Поэтому тут пока никакого не было. По пару катсцен было. И все. Ничего интересного пока что. О, все поменяло. Так, тут надо не мешкать, надо быстренько. Да залазь. Доктора Хантер уже повязали? А что за доктор Хантер? Наоми ты имеешь в виду? Оператор? А, ну да, доктор, все правильно. Нет, еще пока про нее речь не заходила. И я так полагаю, что... ее каким-то образом отмажут. Типа ее кто-то подставил, там еще что-нибудь. Да-да-да, я понял, ага. Иди нахрен. Пока не было никаких тут сцен с ней. Это, видимо, будет чуть позже. Слушай, ты такое ощущение, что ты внимательно...
Okay, there goes pal code number 2. Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
Она в Балдуре пару ролей озвучит. Ничего себе, ты как... Уже... Как-то я в него не попал. Уже пробил, да, тему? А снайпера Вульф кто озвучивает? Мне интересно. Очень нравится ее голос. Ты еще и в Mass Effect играл? Ничего себе ты. Я думал, ты кроме Айсика больше ничего не знаешь. И кроме Балдура. Да шучу, конечно. Не, ну ты слышал, какой у нее голос вот в этой сцене, которая тебя на слезы пробила? Прямо охерительно. Голос и акцент такой прям миленький. Ну, видимо, ты тратил свою жизнь на более полезные вещи. И это правильно. Ох ты, тут еще и охранники появились. Да вы издеваетесь надо мной. Не было никаких охранников никогда здесь. Че вы понавыдумывали, а? Идите нахрен. Это правильно, кстати, когда... несмотря на то, что это компьютерные игры, казалось бы. Но... я все-таки склонен считать, что даже компьютерные игры это все равно, как это выразиться, их можно отнести к разряду искусства, что игры надо делать не просто для развлечения, а именно как искусство. То есть вот игры, которые считаются культовыми, они именно вот любителями так рассматриваются, именно как произведение искусства. И это круто. А просто вот как сейчас игры ляпают, лишь бы просто чтобы было, чем время занять, руки там и так далее. Мне вот такие игры вообще не нравятся. Убийцы времени. Я должен от игры кайф получить, чтобы у меня персонажи запомнились, музыка там, еще что-то. А большинство, ну не большинство, а очень много старых игр именно такие.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't
Ну
want
вот и
the
про
Colonel
Наоми
to
пошла
hear.
речь.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
В
He's the
Пентагона.
one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No. Fox dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but
What are you trying to say?
it's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah?
Well, apparently Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay. I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi. I can't believe it.
That means the Fox Dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Ух ты. Ага, там камера. Тася Валенца. Я не знаю, кто это такая. Тоже какая-то известная актер озвучки. Но он... Ух ты. Так, тут сейчас, наверное, на меня толпа побежит. Да нет, просто заняться нечем. Вот что меня действительно бесит, это когда люди делают ошибки в словах. И при этом они не понимают того, что они неправильно написали слово, допустим. И вот это вот меня вот вымораживает прям. То есть не когда человек опечатался, а когда он в принципе думает, что он написал правильно. Но на самом деле ни хрена неправильно. Это меня и расстраивает, и бесит. Эй, погнали. Эй. Так. Что-то мне подсказывает, что мы уже очень близко к главбоссу. В принципе, тут осталось двое. Остался этот Оцелот Револьвер и, собственно, Liquid Snake. Как бы мы сегодня не закончили. О, я сбил! Ты видел это? Я сбил ворону.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. But then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Grey Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Grey Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox? No. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi.
What?
You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Die.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Fox Die as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake, I...
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Die was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
Как все запутано. Голос Мази из БГ-2 и Дина Хейр из БГ-1. Но видишь, как мир тесен-то получается. Так. Надо быстренько отсюда. Да, я думаю, что все полковники говнюки. Эй, ты что творишь? Быстрее, 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 эта карта остынет. Снейк, ты в своем уме вообще, нет? Казалось бы, такая операция, как бы, ну, можно сказать, благородная, да? То есть террористы захватили базу, где хранятся ядерные боеголовки. И, казалось бы, надо сплотиться, чтобы ну, миссия прошла, так скажем, гладко. А они тут каких-то интриг наплели, эти вояки с политиками, что просто диву даешься. Чего? Вводить эту странную карту. Что за хрень? О, кажется, это ловушка. Ну давай, вставляй карту, ты чё? Поторопился я, короче, поторопился, да. Надо было сразу гранату кидать. И спокойненько сюда заходить. Да. Кажется, его обманули.
I deactivated it.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine. To me, their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole.
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Liquid. How the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
Это прикольно. И что мне делать? Так, а может быть мне надо взорвать эти? Где-то может быть кнопочка есть, которая это все отключает. А, может быть по щитку херануть. Может быть, в дверь надо фигануть? Нет. Блин, я не понимаю, что делать-то? У меня сейчас кислород закончится. А, может, кому-нибудь надо позвонить? Атакону?
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a
Подожди
minute.
минутку. Да он издевается, какую нахрен минутку?
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
О! Ты видел это? Какой-то голый мужик пробежал.
Liquid! Snake! Did you like my sunglasses? You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox dye.
Fox dye? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus were killed by Fox Dye, but Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him! I will destroy him!
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you! Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes! Yeah!
Блин, мы же сейчас не будем с ним махаться, да?
Snake, your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon! Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother! Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century!
It's moving.
Офигеть.
How do I stop it?
Кодзима спер идею из близнецов, и его не оштрафовали. А я не в курсе, что за близнецы. Боевичок какой-то. Но я не думаю, что Кодзима сценарий писал. Он же все-таки разработчик игр. А хотя, может быть, и полностью его проект, не знаю. Так, ну это же жесть, ребята. Охренеть, он двигается. Он двигается, ребята. Еще и ракетами по мне шмаляет. Он идет. Охренеть. И как это называется? Дайте мне тоже такого же. Да как это, вы что, гоните, что ли? Вот эта игрушка, вот это я понимаю игра. А куда мне? Куда стрелять? Может, он должен сам себя? У него еще и лазер есть. А где я вообще? Он еще и лазером фигачит. Не, ну вы представляете, какая тварь? Охренеть. Еще и ногой может меня раздавить. Так вот для чего светошумовые гранаты. Это серьезно, это серьезно. Слушайте, это что, это все? Final Battle? Давайте попробуем. А дальше что делать из Никиты? Стингер? Так, может быть, где-то сзади его надо. А, вот, точно. Светошумовые гранаты что-то ни хрена не помогают. Где я вообще? Чё, нормально он ходит. И где? Я не понимаю, куда я должен был ему попасть. Куда? Чё, кого? Чё? Почему не наводится? Куда стрелять? А, в ноги. И чё? У него ни капли жизни не отнялось. чё? Да почему не наводится? Я охерею просто. О. И не срабатывает. И не срабатывает. У него ничего не отнимается. Где я там вообще? Я вообще здесь? Да иди ж ты нахрен. Офигеть. Не, ну мне этот момент вообще не понятен. Вот куда? Куда стрелять? А, вот. Да неужели ж я первый раз в него попал? Собака. Вот это вот босс. Вот это я понимаю, игра. Пока он там туда-сюда. Да ты достал. Вставай. Да как ты за... Вставай, ну ты долго будешь валяться. Ты можешь быстрее бегать, нет? Невозможно от этого луча увернуться. Ну что это за бред? Как он так меня... Да невозможно, ну почему? О, в радар можно закурить. Оказывается. О. Короче, да, ему надо... Охренеть. Охренеть. Вот это игра. Вот это вот. Я понимаю. Главбосс. Чего ты там стоишь? Ты придурок хренов. Где я вообще? Да чтоб тебя, а? Ну как-то же я уворачивался. Да ты долго будешь валяться, ну вставай! Да. Да почему ты... Вставай! Да, они, конечно, самонаводящиеся. Беспромощно фигачат. Ему надо сносить этот радар нахрен. Давай поваляйся еще там, ну, полчаса. Почему ты не целишься в него? Тварь. А если эти кинуть? На него подействует, интересно, нет? Я так и не понял, действует на него или нет. Блин, вот это босс. Да. Причем здесь Никита? Так. Это все?
Did that do it?
Great Fox. A name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat. So it is you. You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
I'll send you back to hell!
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi?
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister. But every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
Fox!
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Fox!
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
You destroyed the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox!
Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Now! In front of you, I can finally die. After Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle. Neither truly alive, nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon, it will finally end. Die! Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
Foolish man! prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
Но это еще не все. Блин, да вы издеваетесь. Да что у вас? Чё, не попадаю? Да почему ты их не подбираешь, блин? Да вот же я прям в него стреляю. Это жесть. Это жесть, как она есть. И отсюда аж? Вы что, прикалываетесь надо мной? Вот это игра. Вот это я понимаю, раньше игры были. Без заморочек. Почему он не целится в него? А еще же был этот Рейвен, Ворон. Здоровенный вот этот дядька.
Now, in front of you, I can finally die. After Zanzibar, I was taken from the
Так, короче, вот здесь надо сделать сейф, чтобы потом не тупить.
In a world of light, but soon it will finally end.
Так и я ж тебя тоже вижу. Да. Со своим странным лазером. Ну как, что будет? Не может стрельнуть. Да ты уже должен быть труп.
Snake, I'll crush you into dust.
Остальные части, ну я во вторую вообще хочу поиграть. Но вообще такой цели себе не ставил. Вот первую просто вспомнил, то что в детстве нравилось. А во вторую и в другие части я не играл, поэтому, может быть, когда-нибудь поиграю.
Sleeping late as usual. A snake.
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The genome soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the genome soldiers. That's right. The genome soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The genome soldiers?
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments! 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the genome soldiers
А чё,
believe that the
Гефест,
experiments
откалываешься?
were a success?
Success?
Давай ты,
Don't be
да.
a fool.
До новых
They're a
встреч.
complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you. Look behind you!
Meryl! Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
Самое время поговорить по телефону.
Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Meryl was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing?
Какие хитросплетения, а?
What happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty.
This
is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all?
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death. If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you fall. At this height, it will kill even you.
Ну, время-то идет. Давайте
Snake.
поворачиваться. Нормально.
What's wrong, Snake?
Надо скинуть. Эй. Да скинь ты его. Нельзя его бить. Черт.
What's wrong, Snake? Nice shot!
Тренировка. Да. Ах ты, тварь.
He'll be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief
Ну
moment
давай, давай,
of love
вперед.
before the end.
Слушай, так это получается последний
If you
стрим
cross this
по
line,
Metal
you
Gear
fall.
Solid. Обалдеть.
At this height, it will kill even
Даже не знаю,
you.
что будет завтра. Ну погнали, погнали.
Have at you, Snake. What's wrong, Snake? Nice shot! What's wrong, Snake? Better hurry! It's going to blow!
Ух ты! Ничего себе! Как он меня так положил-то,
He'll be able to save her.
резво.
Could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you
Так,
cross
надо
this
сохраниться
line,
будет прямо перед...
you fall. At this height, it will kill even you. Have at you, Snake.
Ах, то он еще и уворачивается. Да.
Nice shot!
Тварь. Эй, ты уже все.
Meryl! Meryl?
Snake, is that you? Snake, oh, you're alive! Thank God.
Meryl? Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl. That's my Kodak.
Snake, it's me.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No. It's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But...
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Понятно,
Let's get the
понятно.
hell out of here.
What about him? Where's Otacon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Meryl.
Snake.
Meryl. It started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up. Hurry! Looking good, Snake.
нужен.
I'll drive.
О,
Damn, a surveillance camera. Damn, no keys.
ух вы черт!
All right, keys.
Да бей ты его!
I got it, Snake. Jump in.
Поехали. Вот это я понимаю.
Machine gun with your weapon button. Shoot him, Snake. Snake, hold on.
Вот это я понимаю, огонь. Давай, всех кроши, кромсай.
Uh-oh, Snake. Here they come. We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
Да стреляй ты по бочке, ну. Неужели?
Okay, Snake, let's go.
Так.
We're not out of the woods yet. Here they come. We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
Не получается, своих братьев расстреливаем. Ух ты чё! Да ладно.
It's not over yet. Liquid.
Тваря. Ну обалдеть. У меня сеструха Sailor Moon смотрела, когда малявка была. Там тоже пафос бурлит и пенится. Ну, понятное дело. Sailor Moon тут. Отовсюду. Спасибо. Спасибо, что исправил. А то я бы этого не пережил. Слушайте, ну это уже вот конец, и все никак нас отпустить не могут.
Hurry! I'll drive. Damn, a surveillance camera. Damn, no keys. All right, keys.
О, еще один поет.
I got it, Snake. Jump in. Snake, hurry, get in. Fire that machine gun with your weapon button. Shoot him, Snake. Snake, hold on. Uh-oh, Snake, checkpoint. Here they come. We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
Да куда ты стреляешь? Какой же он сложный, а?
Okay, Snake, let's go. We're not out of the woods yet. Here they come. We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
Not yet, Snake! It's not over yet! Liquid!
Вот тварь, а? Живущая. Блин. Да какого хрена? О, обалдеть, вот это вот игруля, я понимаю. Хрен пройдешь. Казалось бы, вот тут уже вот все. Нет, страдай.
Hurry! I'll drive. Damn, a surveillance camera. Damn, no keys. All right, keys.
Садись быстрее ты.
You got it, Snake. Jump in. Fire that machine gun with your weapon button. Shoot him, Snake. Snake, hold on. Uh-oh, Snake. Checkpoint. Here they come. We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path. Okay, Snake, let's go. We're not out of the woods yet. Here they come. We'll never
Да
make it.
стреляйте по ним.
Snake, clear a path.
Вообще невозможно понять, куда он целится. Тут там засел за углом, и в него вообще не попадаешь.
You did it, Snake.
Not yet, Snake! It's not over yet! Liquid!
Да куда ты прицелился, вообще непонятно. Да куда ты стреляешь, вообще невозможно понять. Куда он целится? Куда? Тварь, ну это же не... Это как ее проходить, я не понимаю. Обалдеть.
Hurry!
Вот еще один паёк. Так и знал, что надо просто найти.
Damn, a surveillance camera. Damn, no keys. All right, keys.
Быстрее давай.
Got it, Snake. Jump in. Fire that machine gun. Snake, hold on.
Сейчас как-то пободрее пошло.
Okay, Snake, let's go! We're not out of the woods yet! Here they come! We'll never make it! Snake, clear a path!
Not over yet! Liquid!
Безумные гонки, Как ты по мне попадаешь, тварь? Как ты по мне попадаешь? Ну я же в тебя стреляю. Он умудряется в меня еще целиться,
Are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
Да, он
I
еще
can't see
живой.
him either.
Liquid's dead.
Угу.
Uh-oh.
Snake! Snake!
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry. I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face-to-face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too?
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
Ну, а тут, как говорится, и сказочки конец, а кто слушал, молодец. Гефес, ты молодец. Непростая игрулька. Вообще непростая. Думаю, что современные геймеры уже отвыкли от таких игрушечек. И я в том числе уже не гожусь на такие подвиги. Да. Ну, в общем, в целом, есть за что похвалить. Есть, конечно же, и за что поругать. Но для того времени действительно игра была просто умосводящая. Просто вот люди были настолько поражены тем, что они здесь увидели и услышали, что до сих пор отойти не могут. Да. Вот что очень цепляет в играх, в том числе и в этой игре, это именно вот эта вот кинематографичность, когда тебе прям подчеркивают некоторые моменты и сюжетные, и игровые, именно вот как вот в кино. Тебе показывают какие-то сценки, как-то камеру поворачивают так, что тебе прям ты вживаешься вот в то, что происходит в игре. Вот, круто. Люблю такие моменты. Вот, ну и как уже говорил, что когда разработчики именно относятся к игре как к произведению искусства, это добавляет игре как бы ценности. И есть за что такие игры любить. Вот. Прикольно. Даже вот эти вот вставочки вот в конце, вот казалось бы титры, а вот посмотрите, да, вот такие кадры вставили, заставляет задуматься о том, что люди создают вокруг себя хорошего и как легко это все можно уничтожить нажатием всего лишь одной кнопочки. И всю эту красоту мы больше не увидим никогда. Ну, конечно, и навыдумывали тут тоже кучу всего, всякие эти гены, всякие эти политические хитросплетения. Сюжетец, конечно. Ну, кстати, заметь, что каждый персонаж имеет здесь свою какую-то мотивацию. Зачем он это делает? почему он ввязался в все это. Не просто так там, потому что я плохой, хочу всех убить, я вот буду всех убивать. А у каждого за спиной есть какая-то история. Это вот как в хорошем фильме, да. Каждый персонаж проработан, как бы пусть некоторые, конечно, с натяжкой, но тем не менее за каждым что-то стоит, какая-то мотивация, какая-то история. И здесь в игре она показана, рассказана как бы от и до. Ни один из персонажей как бы не прошел просто так мимо. Ну, то есть не было проходящих персонажей. Все были раскрыты, показаны с разных сторон. И это круто. Единственное только, конечно, вот этот оцелот, револьвер, я вот с ним не до конца понял. Я понял, что с ним стало в конце. Непонятно. Единственный вот персонаж, который до конца не доведена его линия. А так, в принципе, да, все проработаны. Да, и очень странно, что она мимо тебя, кстати, Гефест прошла, потому что она очень долго гремела, где только можно. Очень была популярная. Ну, ты, потому что, видимо, не любитель был приставок в свое время, а ты, насколько я понял, именно по ПК играм фанател. Видимо, из-за этого она на ПК вроде не выходила. Поэтому и прошла она мимо тебя. Но я не пожалел, что в нее поиграл. Ну вот поэтому ты ее и пропустил. Потому что она была только на PlayStation.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
Да, ты просто живи нормальной жизнью. Ты живи. Вот что говорит нам эта игра.
The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Что? Что? Они меня до конца запутали. Так, сложность обычно, время игры 12 часов, сохранение 13, продолжений 45. Обнаружение 41, врагов 170 убито, пайков 116 использовано, кодовое имя Игуана. Получены вещи бандана. Гефест, ты что-нибудь понял там в конце? Я что-то ничего не понял. Ну, частично понял, конечно. Типа на самом деле мой персонаж это типа со слабыми генами, а Ликвид был с сильными. И что получается, что этот Атакон Предатель или чё? Да, бандана получена. Сохраняем. Не знаю, правда, зачем, но сохраним. Смотри, даже вот на начальной заставке перс мигает глазом. Дополнение. Ну-ка, что за дополнение? Предыдущие задания. Что это значит? Ну-ка, что это такое? А, это история, типа. 1995 год, Южная Африка, 20 километров к северу от Гарсбурга, Аутохевен, город-крепость, созданный легендарным наемником, которого страшились в бою и друзья, и враги, как героя и как безумца. Западные нации узнали, что в Аутхевене разрабатывается оружие массового поражения, способное изменить ход истории. Они вызвали высокотехнологичное подразделение специального назначения Foxhound, чтобы разобраться с ситуацией. В ответ на данный приказ большой босс, глава Foxhound, посылает Грей Фокса, человека с позывным Фокс, который дается лучшему члену подразделения. Прятаться. Короче, это история первой части, которая называлась Metal Gear. Кстати, да. То есть Metal Gear Solid это уже вторая часть. Вот в котором мы сейчас играли, это на самом деле вторая часть. Первая часть называлась просто Metal Gear. И она то ли на какой-то консоли выходила, типа там какой-то там, то ли на ПК вообще она была. Короче, вот такая вот фигня. А эта история, соответственно, второй части. Занзибария. Ну-ка. А, вот экстрим открыли. Ага. Ну что? Все, тогда на этом и закончим. Ой. А что будет завтра тогда за стрим? Вот это для меня вопрос. Вот это я без понятия. Что будет завтра за стрим? Во что будем играть? Не знаю. Может быть и не будем играть завтра. Что я в растерянности некой. Будем думать. Пасьянс косынка? Ну, не говори. Не, ну, конечно, игры, в которые можно поиграть. Не, ну там есть какая-то. Сейчас посмотрим. Что-то там были какие-то. Что-то здесь должно быть. Шахматы. Здесь шахматы вместо пасьянса. Здесь есть шахматы. Круто, да? Солитер, да. В общем, какие варианты? Можно, то есть безграничный выбор игр от той же PlayStation 1, можно любую брать и играть. Но черт его знает. Либо Planescape Torment. Но если его запускать, это на месяц минимум его гонять. Короче, ладно, буду думать. Следите за новостями. Need for Speed 4, High Strikes. Или как он там? High Strikes. Ну, это надо с Пашей тогда вдвоем гонять. В одного неинтересно будет. Ладно, вот все, ночь спать не буду, буду думать, во что поиграть. Ну как откуда? Я в него играл, потому что на PlayStation первом. И в третью часть играл, и в четвертую, и в пятую Porsche, которая называлась. И все, по-моему, до пятой я играл, а больше не играл. Need for Speed'ов. Да, вот такая вот фигня. Все, Гефестыч. Давай, я говорю тебе до новых встреч. И пока-пока. Увидимся когда-нибудь. Следите за новостями. Спасибо. И тебе тоже удачного дня. Или что там у тебя, вечер, день. В общем, удачного чего-то там. Все, пока-пока.